Hey Alexander, this is Frank from Max Digital, and as I mentioned, I wanted to shoot you over this quick video with some specific things that you guys can do yourselves to help bring in more business just by better utilizing both your website and your Google business profile. All right, so I see you guys service the Nashville area, so I did a quick Google search on Plumber Nashville, Tennessee, and this is a search results page that comes up. And since 90% of the people never click past the first page, you're going to want to get into as many of the three different sections of this page as possible. So if you're not looking to pay Google to get into this top section, the advertising section, then you're going to want to focus on getting into what's known as the Google Map Pack, which doesn't seem to be appearing on this particular search, but generally it's here, and it's all based on the strength of your Google business profile, which you guys do have. So one thing that you want to do is to make sure that you continue to keep this profile active. And that what I mean by that is continuing to get customer reviews and responding to those reviews timely, as well as uploading new photos to the profile on a regular basis. Ideally, you want to have more reviews and photos than your competitors in the map pack have. And then also you're going to want to use as much of the 750 character field here that you have for describing your business, and use the local buyer intent keyword phrases that you want your business to be found for, and I'll talk about that in just a second. All right, so doing that and making sure your business is listed in more online directories than your competitors is going to help you get into the map pack. That map pack, again, is usually right between the advertisers and the last section of the page, which is the organic listings. To rank high in the organic listings, which is really what I want to talk about, is based on the strength of your content and your backlinks profile. So I want to compare your content and backlinks to Happy Hillers, which is the #1 ranking plumbing website in Nashville area. All right, so just looking at your site, obviously you guys cater first to Brentwood, but I think I read in here that you guys do service Nashville as well. So you're located actually in Nashville. So if you wanted to grow your business in Nashville, one thing I wanted to point out is to rank high in that section, one of the criteria that Google looks at is the amount of content that you have on your page. So they generally are looking for 1,500 to 2,000 words on your home page. So you are definitely shy of that. So one recommendation would be to add more content to your site. But you don't want to just add any content. You want to make sure your content is rich or dense in local buyer intent keyword phrases. And those are the phrases that you want your business to be found for online. Those are the phrases that are actually being frequently typed into the Google search bar for people who are looking for plumbers in your area. So generally what you're looking for is having those keywords include both the service you provide, such as plumbing, as well as the location, whether it be Brentwood or Nashville or any other surrounding town. So I wanted to show you what I'm talking about there, but before I move to that, let me just show you here. Your site is showing up as not secure, so that's probably the #1 recommendation I would say, is to fix that first, because that could be preventing people from clicking on your page if they feel that their device is not secure while being on your page. But anyway, getting back to local buyer intent keyword phrases. So these are so this is a site I use called Ahrefs, and it helps me analyze different websites. So this is your website, and I can see you're currently ranking for 8 keywords. So these are the keywords that you're ranking for. And so this one here, this Plumber Brentwood TN, is a good local buyer intent keyword phrase because it references the service you provide and the location. Now these other ones, Brentwood Plumbing, these are also local buyer intent, but I think most of these searches are probably not Brentwood, Tennessee. They're probably California, Brentwood, or one of the others across the country. And I'm guessing that because Brentwood, Tennessee volume this particular keyword only has 20 searches per month, and these other most of these searches are probably because it's so much different than 20. I'm just making the assumption that this is not the same Brentwood that most of these users are actually looking for. Anyway, just to show you what is currently being searched for in Nashville. You can see each of these are different variations for how somebody might search for a plumber in the Nashville area, and you can see this is the number of searches per month. So there's a lot of searches being done each month for plumbers in the Nashville area, and I'm assuming that this is mostly Nashville, Tennessee, as is the largest Nashville in the country. But yeah, so there's a ton of volume that you're missing out on by not being on the first page of Google for the Nashville keyword phrases. So if you are looking to expand your business, again, recommendations would be to add more content to your site, build these local buyer intent keyword phrases into your content at a frequent rate. so that's very easy for Google to match up your content to what's being searched for. And then the last piece of the puzzle is your backlinks. So backlinks are just links from other websites over to your website, and they act as an endorsement of your site, and therefore give legitimacy to your site, because Google is able to see that other companies are linking their sites to yours, and that's, again, shows that your site is an important, relevant site. So you want to have more backlinks than your competitor has, and you want them to not only be more in quantity, but you need to have better quality site or better quality links as well. You kind of get penalized for having spammy links, and rewarded for being linked to more authoritative sites or sites that are trusted by Google. And so you can tell what sites out there before you link to them. You can tell which ones are the trusted sites because each site is given a trust score. That's this DR score here. That's the trust score with Google. So you want, the higher the trust score, the higher the trusted value of that site is. So right now you have a DR score of 0. You only have one referring domain, so apparently they don't like who you're linked to. But you can look at your competitors, who they're linked to, and you can see these guys have 9 referring domains that they're linked to, and you can see that they have a high DR score. This DR score is primarily going to be coming from their homepage. They don't really have many links at this point, so a lot of that is going to probably be driven by their homepage. But that's ultimately what you're trying to do, is you look and see who your competitors are linked to. Go out to those sites and try to get those links pointed back at you. But you're going to want to do that for the ones with the higher DR scores, because that's going to ultimately add more backlinks to your profile as well as increase your DR score over time. All right, so hopefully that information is helpful. If you wouldn't mind just responding to the email to let me know if it was helpful, or if there's anything else you'd like to see in future videos, or if you have any other questions. But that information will allow me to continue to add value to small businesses going forward in future videos. And so I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.